Okay, this one says consider the arithmetic series. You've got numeral. They say do the sum of the first 12 term. N is 12. You're going to use the formula and get the answer straight away. Calculate the value of K. They're giving you this Sn is 231. You must find the N. You're going to do quadratic formula. Here they say calculate the greatest number of terms that can be added if the answer must be less than 300. So this one is telling you, guys, Sn must be less than 300, which is similar to which one? Which one we did? Let me see. This one says greater. Oh, this one says, okay, this one, it was also, it must be greater. Maybe I can leave that to you, or maybe we can tackle it. How do you feel? Do you want me to tackle this one, or do you think you're gonna give it a shot yourself?
So I think let's tackle it together and then I'll do the others by myself.
All right, fine. So this one is telling me, because I need to write the formula as n divided by 2, open the brackets, it's going to be 2a, and then plus, open the parentheses, n minus 1 multiplied by the d, and then less than 300. All right, so I do not know what n is. That's what we're trying to find. They could have called it k, and then I'm going to divide it by 2. Open the parentheses, 2 times the a. The a there is 3 over the 2. So I'm going to substitute it there is 3 divided by 2. And then we've got plus, open the parentheses, n minus the 1. When we need to multiply by the common difference. So all we need to do is to type 2 minus 3 all over the 2. We got a half. So common difference is half. So we got 1 over the 2. Then I close the parentheses. Then less than 300. Good. Like I said, I'm going to clear out that 2. Here it's going to be 600. Let's bear that in mind. So I'm having n open the bracket, right? All right, here you can see the 2 will cancel that 2. You end up with 3 there, and then plus, you're gonna have half of n. I'm multiplying it minus the half. Because it's fractions, I would have done it without doing all of that. But I wanted you to be able to see, because people have a challenge with fractions. All right, can you see 3 minus that half? So it's 2.5. So it's 3 minus 1 over the 2. That it is 2.5 or 5 over the 2. Exactly the same thing. So which means I now have n, open the bracket. Choice is mine. I can write it as 2.5. It doesn't matter because I know I'm going to use quadratic formula. That's what I love to do. So I'm going to write it as 2.5. Well, you can write it as 5 over the 2. No problem. Okay, let's go 5 over the 2 because people will be like, do the fraction thing. Okay, 5 over the 2 and then plus half n. Okay, there we go. And then less than the 600. There we go. And then I'm going to multiply into inside there. When I multiply that, I'm going to have 5 all over the 2 multiplied by n plus. Let me make sure my half is correct here. This is half n, and then, oh yeah, because I've already subtracted those ones. Yeah, good. And then I'm gonna have half n squared, and then less than 600. There we go. I'm gonna get rid of the fraction, multiply everything by 2, but I'm gonna write the n squared first. So I'm working here, so I'm gonna clear this portion here. All right, so here we go. So I now have, I'm starting with that n squared here. The 2 is gone, so you've got n squared. Here the 2 is gone, we're left with 5. So it's going to be 5n. Remember, I'm multiplying by positive 2. This one becomes 1200 positive. But when I transpose, it's a negative. It becomes negative 1200 less than 0. Again, look, the answer says less than. So I already know n will lie between the two numbers. Like I said, smaller number on the left, bigger one on the right. Quadratic formula. There we go. So we are going minus b, which is negative 5, plus the square root. Whoops, back off. What did I do now? I make all this. All right, so there we go. And then I'm gonna say plus, then we've got a square root. Let's work out. I need to put the b squared, which is 5 squared minus 4 times the 1 times, in parentheses, negative 1200, close, I go down, divided by 2 times 1, there we go, bingo. Wow, what a crazy number. All right, the first one is 32. So we've got 32, I'm making notes, comma 23. I just hope is the one that is the biggest. And then we need to go back in time. Let's go back. I pray my calculation is right. Bear with me if my calculation, I made a mess somewhere else. Just forgive me. Forgive me and love me. All right, so we're good. So I'm right. So on the right-hand side, we've got 32, comma 23. On the left, we've got negative 37, comma 23. So these are the negative numbers. I'm not worried. So I'm going to pay attention here. Numbers which are less than 32, comma 23, they will be. All right. I'm going to write them backwards. So it's going to be 32. It's going to be 31. It's going to be 30. We keep on going on all the way to 1. Now, what they asked me for the greatest. The greatest is 32. So that means n equals to 32. Remember, if we're to draw a number line, if 32 is here, then 32, comma 23 will be here. So smaller than that is just that number there. So that's why we're having that one there.